Hey, you murder phoniacs. Oh, yeah. We're back. That's the Coxman over there. He's back. Fuck, I don't even know how I made it here today.
Oh, man.
I made it, though.
Yes, you did. You're a gamer, buddy.
I'm a gamer. Man,
yeah.
Long story short, I forgot to take my night dose of medicine last night. And I go to sleep. I get in bed around 1:30. Then 1:30 turns into 3 o'clock. And I'm wondering, why aren't I tired?
Right?
Yeah. So I didn't get to bed till 6 o'clock a.m. Saw the sun come up. Not a big fan. You know? It's not like it was like a romantic fucking setting or anything. Watch the sun rise.
Yeah.
So I got a couple hours of sleep. We're going to see how I pull this off today.
You can do it. If anybody can, you're a gamer, buddy.
I am.
Definitely.
You.
That's what your brother said, too, when I told him. He said, he'll do it.
All right, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, out there in your car right now listening to us or watching us on your computer or television, this man sitting right here to the left of me, he needs no introduction. Anybody who's ever met this man absolutely loves him. Not likes him, but loves him. And if they tell you otherwise, they're fucking lying. His name is Al. For those who don't speak English well, that's A-L. Al. Some, though, choose to call him, I'm not even going to say it because I don't do it as good as you. Some choose to call you
Albert.
God, you did that great. You sound just like him.
Albert.
Yes. Haddon Clark, everybody. Loves to call my dad
Albert.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Except when Haddon Clark says it, it's creepy.
Very. In fact, it was a little deep. It's more like Albert. Right?
Yeah. So those of you who follow us on Murder Phone, you guys all know that Haddon Clark, he can make anything sound fucking creepy.
Who?
Haddon Clark. Everybody, I got a name for him I came up with while we were doing the script this week. Haddon Creepshow Clark. If you ever
Perfect, man.
If you ever heard me say that, he'd try and
break out of prison
and kill us.
Yes.
Both of us.
Oh, yeah.
Where we sleep.
Yes.
Right?
All
right.
Creep show. I like that. That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, fuck Haddon, right? Here he is. The man, the myth, the well-hung legend himself, the fucking Coxman.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You give the best. In fact, Joey's pissed.
Why?
Because he said you give these great introductions to me, and he comes on the show and you go, here's my brother, Joey. So you got next time when Joe's on, you give him one.
You know what? I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
He definitely deserves one, doesn't he?
He does.
For sure.
He does.
So you saw that picture right there, Susan Eubanks. And I mean, I've got a few photos of her. Ooh. Sexy, huh?
Ah.
Would you?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
How about if I
No.
no? What if I made it sound better, a little more motivation, like $100,000 behind it?
No.
You still wouldn't?
Not with Joey's dick and your ass pushing.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow.
It's like something you would say.
It is. I'm proud of you. Good.
Thank you.
So I got this card, right, in the mail from a longtime friend, Susan Eubanks. No, let me take that back. I fucking hate this bitch. All right? And she is too. She's a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
So Susan, for you people who don't know who she is, was a San Marcos, California mom who shot and killed her 4 kids. Brandon Armstrong, 14 years old. Austin Eubanks, 7. Brigham Eubanks, 6. And Matthew Eubanks, 4. May God rest their souls.
I hate her.
She went in the house. She shot all 4 of them in the head. They were all shot in the head. So Susan was on death row, right? For decades. Until recently, when scumbag, puke, lowlife, motherfucking, cocksucking bag of dicks, Governor Gavin Newsom, decided to end death row altogether for men and women in the state of California. State that he's fucking ruined also.
Yeah.
So here's to Gavin Newsom sucking my dick. Yeah, I know you missed that one, everybody. Why am I even talking about Susan Eubanks? In the last card, which I got Friday, right? Last Friday.
Yeah.
She mentioned the fact that she knew all about Bill Bonin and how she's glad that son of a bitch is dead and how his 2 accomplices should also die. They didn't deserve nothing better than what they gave those poor babies. She then went on to rant, right? Telling me that she paid her fucking dues on and off death row. But I'm also the mother of boys. And if one of my boys ran in to one of those 3 pigs, I'd fucking kill them myself, she said, and they wouldn't need to go on the row. Why would anyone use any child to rape and have sex with is a pig in my book. Well, let's talk a second. Okay, Susan? Let's talk a second or two about your book. Tell me how different you are, bitch, than Bill Bonin and his group of lackeys who kidnapped, raped, tortured, and murdered random children and teenagers. Sure, he's despicable, right, Susie Q? But what the fuck would you call yourself? You shot and killed your own flesh and blood. Huh? You shot in the head your 4 little angels. You know, I love it. What?
And she tried to kill herself. Yeah. There's no such thing as trying. We've talked about that. You either fucking do it or you don't.
Yeah.
Shot herself in the stomach, grazed over.
She waited until the cops got outside, too.
Oh, of course.
So they could rescue her right away.
I hate that bitch.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
And I love it, though, when one like piece of shit murderer talks to me, comparing themselves to other asshole bottom dwelling piece of shit murderers. You and Bill Bonin, bitch, can both tread fire, trying to stay afloat as you burn in the eternal lake of fire.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got to say about her.
Bitch.
And it's so hard, too, because like for the years that I've been friends with her, I got to like pretend like I like her and stuff.
I know.
You know, I got to pretend like I like her. But I don't agree with her. And we do get in.
Yeah, she's
quarrels.
celibate too, right? She's celibate. Who the fuck? She can't even find a woman.
Yeah.
She's such a pig and bitch. She can't even find a woman in prison that wants her. Yeah.
She sent me that picture a couple weeks ago about her and that girl Jen on the yard with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not my plaything. She's my kid thing.
Suck my dick.
Listen to you today.
Well, it's the truth.
You're aggressive and I like it.
It's the truth.
Right?
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep either.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Well, guys, some monsters don't work alone. That's the part that keeps you up at night. Not just the killer, but the ones who got in the car, who stayed and watched, who helped, and sometimes even killed, then came back and did it all over again. Not because they were forced to. Oh no, it wasn't like they were forced to at gun range. But because they liked it. Bonin, you guys, he operated in a network of broken, willing men who each made a choice. Some flinched, some didn't, and some, God help us, even loved it. Men like the Shadow with a pulse. Oh, that's a perfect definition for him.
Yes, it is. They saw the picture. They know.
Vernon Butts, who is here to murder for a third time. Or Gregory Miley, a young man who drew pictures, held conversations, even had a good sense of humor and laughed at jokes. Greg Miley seemed like a human being until he climbed into what investigators would later call the murder van. And then he would become something else entirely, because evil rarely arrives alone. It recruits. It grooms. It finds the hollow places in people and fills them with something terrible. Bonin knew exactly who to look for, and he was very good at finding them. He was what I would call a professional manipulator. Right, Dad?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a professional manipulator.
Good term for that.
And he spent years perfecting that.
Yeah.
Vernon Butts, though, keep in mind, everybody, Vernon Butts didn't need any grooming. He was already a fucking monster. So on August 5th, the night after, one night after they had brutally murdered Mark Shelton, they were at it again. Victim number 3, Markus Grabs. The Devil's Highway, as the Pacific Coast Highway was sometimes called, at night is a different world altogether. The ocean breathes in the darkness. Beyond the guardrail, it's black, endless, and indifferent. Headlights sweep the night, and for a young traveler far from home, those headlights mean something. Hope. Markus Grabs was 17 years old and a long way from West Germany. He stood at the end of that highway with his thumb out. Like so many others at that time. But he was chosen. Probably thinking about where he was headed, about the romance of California, the Pacific coast, the freedom of the open road. He couldn't possibly have known the road was already watching him, studying him closely, that something evil had locked in and was about to make its move. A vehicle slowed down. William Bonin had spent years refining exactly how to appear, how to smile, how to make a stranger relax and feel trust instead of vulnerability. He and his companion, Vernon Butts, had been prowling that stretch of highway like a great white shark circles its prey in deep water. Markus got in. No, don't get in. I wish I could have been a voice in his head. Don't get in, run, and don't stop fucking running, Markus, and don't look back. Bonin was charming, though. Very conversational. The kind of man who could quiet the alarm bells ringing somewhere deep in your chest. He was practiced at this. He was called the Freeway Killer for a reason. The pretense fell away somewhere along those dark coastal miles. Not with a crash, but with a quiet, horrible shift of energy. Vernon Butts drove the van. Bonin got in the back of the van. Bindings came out, rope, wire. Then the mask slipped completely off. Bonin grabbed a knife, and suddenly, this wasn't a joyful coastal California ride with some new friends anymore. It was now about control. It was always about control with Bill Bonin. Markus had already descended into a nightmare with no waking. He was beaten, violated, terrorized in the most complete and deliberate sense of that word. But Markus Grabs was not going down without a fight. Somewhere in that darkness, in that murder van that reeked of dried blood and evil, this teenager, bound and brutalized and thousands of miles from home, broke free. Let's find out how and why he broke free. Here is Bill Bonin himself relating what happened on the lost murder tapes.
Very well stood, right? Well, we start with Markus Grabs. I reached out and I grabbed hold of his nuts and I squeezed them. And it hurt, so he broke loose from the bondage. And that's when I stabbed him again and again. Until he was completely sort of like helpless. but he was still alive. I hold him onto the van, and he was still alive, and I had to talk myself into gathering more in order to kill him. I know I couldn't leave there, alive. And I grabbed his ear, and I sank it against the rock that was right there next to where he found him.
According to Gregory Miley, Markus Grabs threw a punch and landed it square on the nose of Bonin. Yeah, would have been great if he kicked his ass.
Wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. For one extraordinary moment, the monster flinched. His knees buckled like Mike Tyson throwing a right hook. Landed right on the nose. And that's when the frenzy took over. Bonin was furious. Now it was personal, very personal.
Was it personal? The fucking guy reached down and squeezed his testicles until they popped. That was his MO. You heard him say it. It was kind of hard to hear the tape, but that's Bonin saying, yeah, I reached down and squeezed his testicle. What the fuck would you do? I think if you had handcuffs on, you could break out of them. The pain would be so bad.
I couldn't even imagine it.
No, me neither. It was disgusting.
I mean, all of us males out there, we've all been kicked in the balls once or twice in our life.
It's no fun.
And the pain is like unbearable.
Terrible.
Imagine it getting squeezed and popped. 77 times the knife found Markus Grabs. 77 moments of frenzied fury from a man who had been briefly challenged and humiliated. Marcus's body was left at Malibu Creek, discarded like something without worth, something without a name, without a mother in West Germany, still wanting, still waiting for a postcard. Markus Grabs had a name. He had a home. He had an entire life, an entire future ahead of him. But Bill Bonin and Vernon Butts decided upon themselves to play God and tragically cut his life short. By the third kill, Bonin wasn't losing control. He was only perfecting it.
Animal.
Of the highest.
What's that?
Of the highest sort.
Yeah, he really is. Some accomplices are monsters from the start. Others, well, they're broken long before they ever meet one. Gregory Miley was a Texas native, illiterate, high school dropout, and his IQ measured about 56. He grew up in Lakewood, Texas, a revolving door of dysfunctional marriages, neglect so deep Miley was nothing but a shell of a man. And then he met Billy B. Miley didn't just see a predator. He saw, this is hard to say, a father figure. Let that sink in for just a second. He spent time with Bonin in exchange for sex, for attention, for belonging, for someone to tell him he mattered. In a world where he had always been disposable, Bonin offered structure, even if that structure was built from violence. And then there was murder. Between 1979 and 1980, during the Freeway killer murder spree across California, Miley became one of Bonin's accomplices. Not the mastermind, not the dominant force, but participating. Unlike some accomplices who participated sporadically, Miley quickly became involved in his escalating crimes. He loved being part of the Freeway killings, and he later told Tony it was the most exciting time in his pathetic life.
Think about that.
I know it.
You know, though, this is probably a guy, growing up, was teased,
I'm sure.
never had like that group of friends, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he found this in Bill Bonin and Vernon Butts, James Monroe. He found, wow,
He belonged.
they accept me for who I am
Yeah. It's really sad.
when they're really only taking advantage of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. Contemporary reports allege that Miley took part in at least 2 killings. In February 1980 near Los Angeles, 14 years old Charles Miranda and 12-year-old James McBride. 14 and 12. During the attacks, Miley is said to have held the boys down or assisted while Bonin strangled them. And after the life left their bodies, Miley helped dispose of them. This wasn't rumor, it's not folklore, and it didn't stop there. During later visits that Tony and I had with Miley hinted, we asked him, Tony's great at that, he's a great interrogator. And he asked him,
Yeah.
about some of these things. And Miley hinted that there were many more that he participated in. He wore that Freeway killer's reputation like a badge of honor, inflating his ego in a very sadistic manner. A broken man in a monster's shadow, sometimes that's all it takes.
My dad said I was always good at talking to these guys. And I guess it's all about trust. Once you get their trust and you share your life with them, that helps.
Big time.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you did that.
Uh-huh.
You were good at it. Sharing your life, I mean.
Yeah. 18 years later.
Yeah.
So Greg Miley, he was never easy to figure out. He wanted you to see him as a killer, a tough guy, one of the Freeway killers. And in many ways, he played that role. But the more time I spent talking with him, visiting him, the more I saw something else underneath all of that vibrato he wanted you to think. I saw a softer side, a confused side. And I think a lot of it came down to one thing. Greg Miley had an IQ of 56.
Yeah.
A normal IQ is 100. I don't know. I wonder sometimes when I'm out there fucking dealing with people, don't you wonder?
You do. You certainly do.
You wonder
Yeah.
that they're more on like the Greg Miley IQ and they don't even know it. It's not an excuse, though. It's not an excuse for what he did, for what anybody does. But it does help explain how the devil, Bill Bonin, got inside Miley's head and manipulated him and led him down such a horrific path. Bill Bonin, he is a true monster in every sense of the word. So talking to Miley, you'd see it happen in real time. 1 minute, he's trying to be a hard ass, like a spoiled rich kid trying to play the role of gangster, like leaning into his tough killer persona. Like, you got this kid. Yeah, I went to school with him. Both of his parents were fucking doctors, but he's a gangster. He's a fucking gangster, everybody. I know you know that kid.
Yeah.
We all went to school with him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then next, though, in the same conversation, he'll drop it entirely and become this almost childlike, gentle person. Back and forth, back and forth. You could see it all working in his mind in real time. Or struggling to make it work. One of those softer moments led to the conversation you're about to hear. Miley wanted to make something for me, a piece of artwork on a handkerchief. He was going to recreate a picture of Bill Bonin that I supplied him, along with the murder van, all set in a little handmade frame of tightly rolled newspapers. Man, it's a strange thing to hold in your hands, knowing what you know, what I know, where that came from. But that was Miley. Contradictions all the way through. Let's listen to that conversation first, and then I'll show you the finished piece.
Hello. How you doing? Doing good. How are you? Hey. I got the picture of my crime partner, William Bonin. You got that picture? Yeah, I got the handkerchief. Oh. I got the handkerchief. I bought a handkerchief from a guy. Okay. And then I'm sketching it out now. Okay, I've been sketching it out little by little. Okay. Uh-huh. And well, I got some. I'm gonna do it like I did that frame I sent you. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna do it on a frame, and then I'm gonna put plastic in it. So I had to go buy some plastic from a guy. So the guy had some plastic for like 20 cents a sheet. Okay. So I gave I gave soups and then the guy for the handkerchief, I gave him a thing of toothpaste and bar soap. So that's how you guys work it now, huh? Yeah. All right. Hey, I'm going to do it on the handkerchief. I'm going to write Freeway Killer Miley. Draw by the Freeway Killer Miley. That's good. It's got to work. Uh-huh. Yeah. But who was asking about the handkerchief? He said, what are you drawing? What are you sketching? I said, I'm sketching of a picture of my crime partner. He said, oh, is that right? Uh-huh. He said, can I see the picture? And I said, yeah. He said, oh, yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah. I've seen him on the news. A lot of people remember him. Yeah. He goes, man, sign it by the Freeway Killer Miley. Yeah, because you're the one that draw it. Yep. Yeah, that was nice. So that picture I sent you, it's a good image of him, isn't it? Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm going into the car magazine, and I'm looking for the sack band, a picture of the sack band of him.
Well, everybody, I know you've been looking at it. It's kind of in your face. But Gregory Miley, he made this for me, everybody. I sent him a picture of Bill Bonin. There it is. And I sent him a picture of the murder fan. There it is. And the drawing is on a white handkerchief, which is just amazing. And what's even more amazing than that is this frame that you see. This frame is made totally out of rolled newspaper. Unbelievable.
The workmanship.
The workmanship, yeah.
Everything is, I don't know, it's like perfectly done.
Yeah. And I mean, you think about like, it's amazing. And I found this out all the time, years I've spent, sharing my life with these people. A lot of them are just really, really good artists.
Yeah.
And this is an amazing piece.
That picture, by the way, you'll see on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see it's the exact picture. And it's incredible.
It really
that he
is.
could draw it like that.
Yeah. It truly is an amazing, disturbing piece of artwork made by a very disturbed individual.
Let's talk a little bit about because the call, Miley's always tough to hear and understand. So let's talk about the conversation, because he actually described on there what he was going to do.
So in the conversation, you heard Miley talk through exactly what he planned to do with the art piece. And one other thing I'd like to mention, they're in prison, everybody. It's not like they're privy to all the latest but greatest art materials.
Right.
I mean, they take what they can get their hands on.
This is the plastic. Remember, he said he bought from somebody. He had a roll of it, 20 cents a sheet, I think he was saying.
Yeah.
But
he made my mom a fucking purse.
Where do you see that?
Out of gum wrappers.
Yeah.
Which we will show you at another show.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah. He's engaged, everybody, in this art piece. When you hear him talking, he's thoughtful about it, and he's proud. He says the photo I sent him of Bonin was perfect. Just what he needed. He's going to track down an image of the murder van, but he didn't need to because I sent him a picture of the murder van also. And I don't know where he got the handkerchief. Do you?
Yeah, he explained it.
He did?
Hear it that well. Yeah, he got it. He traded something. One of the prisoners. That's how they do business. That's how he got the handkerchief. He made some kind of a trade. He mentioned it in the call.
Guys, for a moment, you almost forget who the fuck you're talking to, who you're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Right, Dad?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
And another thing he had mentioned when we were visiting him, remember, that he made because we asked him about the van was white. And he made it blue because the white, as he said, would have just, faded into the picture.
Drowned out.
Yeah, it would have been drowned out by all the other white. So he wanted the murder van to jump out at you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just creepy the way, you remember the way he talked about it?
Yes.
So you're listening to that, and he's talking about this. And like Tony said, for a minute, you forget who's talking. This is an artist. And then all of a sudden, the switch happens, right?
Yes. Real time.
Right there at the end. He mentions that another prisoner recognized Bonin in the photo. And just like that, Boom. Something switched. His persona switched. He had to go to become this guy, Tone, right? Show him how he signed it. Here it is.
He sent this
Show
with
it.
this.
I can show it.
You show it. Show it.
Yeah. It says, always your friend, the Freeway Killer, Greg Miley, April 22nd, 2008.
Wow.
So what I was going to say, but there he is, Freeway Killer, right?
Freeway Killer.
When he changes, he doesn't just change, he leans into it. I mean, you could tell. He uses it as a badge of honor.
He's proud.
I'm
proud.
I'm one of the Freeway Killers,
Exactly.
pal, and you be careful when you're talking to me.
Man's proud of where he comes from.
That's the thing with Miley. It wasn't really pride, not in any deep sense at least. It was performance. Whoever he was talking to, whatever energy was in the room, whatever direction the wind was blowing, like the pieces of shit politicians we have today. Did I say that?
Oh, yes.
Where did that come from?
I love it. You're on a roll today, though. You're quite aggressive, Dad.
Just depends on which way the wind and what room they're in and who they're talking to.
Yeah.
Because they never tell the fucking truth. Sick of them.
Sick of him.
Anyway, back to Miley. Miley would follow it. He would follow that wind. And earlier in the call, he's the gentle artist. You heard it. By the end, he's reaching for that tough killer identity again. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Because someone nearby reminded him it existed. That was Greg Miley.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's get back to the story.
You know,
The
Dad,
truth.
all in all, though, when you put all the bullshit aside,
Yeah.
like his badge of honor and all that, I really don't think he was a bad person. In the core, I think it was a tornado, a perfect storm that happened to him that got him into this shit.
It did.
Uh-huh.
And you remember when we visited him and you asked him point blank, do you think if you didn't meet Bonin, Greg, you would have ever murdered anybody? There was no thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Snap answer.
Yeah. Snap.
No, he said. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have killed anybody. It wasn't in me.
Mm-hmm.
But he had to belong, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 nights. 5 fucking nights. That's all the time that had passed since the 2 animals took Markus Grabs and poor Markus took his last breath. Since Bonin and Butts left another broken body on the side of a California freeway. 5 fucking nights. And on August 9th, 1979, it should have been over. Again. Bonin was detained again, this time for molesting a 17-year-old boy at Dana Point. A clear, undeniable violation of his parole conditions, the kind that sends someone straight back to a fucking cell. The kind of charge that slams the door shut and keeps it shut for 30 years.
Yes.
The door didn't close. Administrative error, clerical mistake, piece of paper was filed wrong. Who knows? Maybe a box left unchecked. And just like that, Billy fucking B slipped through the cracks again. On August 13th, 1979, Scott Frazier.
Here we go.
Wait a minute.
Let
me rephrase the name. It was really Everett Scott Frazier, the fucking party man. You remember us talking about when Bonin moved back to fucking an apartment and he was so excited there was a guy in the apartment complex that had parties? Oh, they were parties, all right. That was Scott fucking Frazier, the party man. And those parties were really something. That's where he recruited the Shadow with a Pulse, Mr. Butts, Gregory Miley, Pugh, who we haven't talked about. He got Pugh. He didn't get James Monroe there. He recruited that piece of shit off the streets, Jimmy Monroe.
Yeah.
But Scott Frazier, the fucking party man, right? He was great.
He was king of the homo parties.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Booze,
yeah.
drugs, and plenty of young men.
And he was good friends. And he drove to the jail to get Billy B and pick him up. And Scotty Frazier, he described the ride home, as quiet at first. This was his description. Until Bonin's voice cut through the silence like a blade, he said. Bonin said, no one's going to testify again. This is never going to happen to me again. And you know what Everett Scott Frazier had to say about that? He heard remorse. He heard remorse in Willie B's voice with those words. He wanted to believe that's what it was. Well, it wasn't fucking remorse. It was a promise. And fucking Frazier knew that. He knew it. He'd been around Bonin enough. He knew it enough to come back later. He came back later, didn't he, Tony boy?
So he picked up James Monroe.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, he came.
He picked up James Monroe on the street, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Selling his ass like a little chicken.
Yes, exactly.
It's like my girlfriend's like brother. He found his wife street walking.
Huh? Well, look at this. Ex-friend of the Freeway killer describes role in breaking the case. Oh, Everett, you could have broke the case back when you gave Billy B a ride home, right? After he was caught. And by the way, that kid was the luckiest kid going. Because you know damn well the kid at Dana Point, he would have killed him.
Oh, yeah.
He would have killed him. It's just he got caught. They caught him molesting this 17-year-old. But Everett Frazier could have saved many, many lives if he would have just turned his car around and brought Billy B back to the jail and said, like any human being should say, this guy is dangerous. I think he's the Freeway killer. You better keep him. But no, he didn't come out until there was money on the table. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Money on the table. $20,000. But he said that had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Party man. Piece of fucking shit, garbage cocksucker.
What?
No, he's a fucking piece of shit. He's as bad as the ones that helped him. He knew.
He knew.
That Bonin collecting fucking articles. And so the system failed again. With the help of Everett, the paperwork had failed again. And somewhere out on those California freeways, in the dark, between the exits, where no one was watching, William Bonin was already planning his next torture session. Because that's what it was all about for him.
You know, I'm upset now after hearing all of that.
Yeah.
I'm upset. He should have been in a fucking cell. Yeah, he should have been in a fucking cell. This piece of shit, child cock-sucking, child ball-licking pedophile. He needed to go from his cell straight out onto the fucking yard. You hear me, everybody? Population. Right out onto the fucking yard. Population. And for idiots like Greg Miley, I'll fucking spell it again. Population. Population. That's where all the fucking pedos need to be in my book. On the fucking yard. You know, it's a fucking joke. Our system. PC, protective custody. Eat my fucking ass. You know, on the yard where they need to fucking be. Haddon Clark on the fucking yard. Oh, yeah. Bianchi on the fucking yard. Ted Bundy on the fucking yard. John Gacy on the fucking yard. Right? Oh.
Fucking right.
You knew I had it in me, and it was
was great.
It was gonna come out sooner.
I knew it was
or
gonna
later.
come out.
Oh, give me a second.
All right.
The script went flying. It was crazy. One second.
It's no sense they protect these motherfuckers.
No sense at all. It just bothers me. So the court dates come, right? Bill Bonin.
What happened?
I know what happened. It didn't come in.
Yeah.
He didn't go to court. Did you expect him to fucking go to court? No. No consequences. No warrant served. No doors kicked in. He simply vanished back into the world. And where does a broke, fucking, no good pedophile go? Back to mommy's house.
Mommy Ellis.
Then after he settles there, where does he go after that? Right back to home sweet home, the streets of Southern California. Because he's a cruiser, all right. Oh, yeah, he's a cruiser. And the system, they fucked up again. In the neighborhoods, the neighbors are whispering. It's already started. Spreading like the AIDS virus in the early 1980s. Bill Bonin had developed a reputation. A quiet one. A horrible one. Young boys going inside his house. Alcohol. Child pornography. The guise of friendship, of belonging. Yes. And then there was the screaming. Who does that remind you guys of? I'll give you a hint. He was a disgusting, fat, fucking repulsive homosexual that nobody could stand. Oh, he also liked to dress up as a clown. And my dad fucking loves him.
Oh, fuck, I hate him. You know I hate him. I hate his guts.
Neighbors, they remembered it. The crying coming through the walls, the sounds no one wanted to talk about. Of course, Bonin's family claimed they never saw or heard anything. Maybe they didn't. But do you blame them? After all, who wants to admit the fact that their sweet little Billy B was a child, ball-sucking, teenage dick-slurping, Hershey highway fucking, raping pedo? Not I, says me. After all, especially if he's in my family.
Good job. Let me just say, folks, this is not an act. It's very, very tough to cover this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Miley?
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's what I did.
So you and Bonin, you would like, what, would you cruise around?
Yeah, we cruise around. We find one, and then we murderize them and rape them and kill them and all that.
Who would have sex with the boy before? Or who would have sex first?
Bonin.
Bonin first?
Yeah, Bonin would have it first.
And then you would have sex with him?
Yeah, then I do it next.
And did you ever kill any of the boys, or did Bonin do the killing?
Well, I kind of helped.
You helped?
Yeah, I helped.
You guys choked him, right?
Yeah. A tire iron bar.
A tire iron bar?
Yeah, kind of jack up a car with.
Jack up a car? Oh.
Yeah. You know, the bar you use for jacking up a car?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a tire iron bar. Take the tires off the car.
Take a long time to kill them with that?
Yeah.
Oh, so they didn't die quick?
No, they ain't died quick.
Yeah. Where'd you dump the two bodies?
I dumped one by a gas station, and then I dumped another one in a railroad station up in Hollywood.
Nobody was around though, right?
No, nobody was around. It was about 2 a.m. in the morning. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, man. Were the boys mutilated at all? Like, tear their penis off, pop their balls?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I did that too.
You did that too?
Yeah.
You guys mutilated?
Yeah.
What exactly did you do?
I squeezed their nuts, cut off their dicks.
Cut off their dicks, squeeze their nuts? When they were alive or dead?
When they were dead.
Dead?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. You know, that's basically what we did.
Well, after hearing that creepy tape again, you can see that Greg Miley had already made one thing crystal fucking clear. He was in the picture now. He'd made it, man. He had seen things. He had done things. But make no mistake about who was driving this nightmare on wheels. It was Bonin. It was Vernon Butts. They were the primary killers. And on August 27, 1979, they proved it again.
Man.
Got to bring it down now. Serious shit.
Yeah.
Serious shit. Santa Monica Boulevard. Santa Monica Boulevard. 15-year-old boy named Donald Ray Hayden. Just a Hollywood kid trying to survive. Was approached by Bonin. Near the curb, Butts was behind the wheel of the van from hell. Bonin made it sound simple. Yeah, $50. Consensual. Easy money.
Don't get in. Don't get in. Please don't get in.
No, don't do it. Run, run, run. Don't look back, kid. Don't look back. Donald got in. Then Butts made a wrong turn. Something shifted in the van. Donald felt it before he understood it. That cold, electric panic. When a situation stops being what you thought it was. He became frantic. That was enough for Bonin. What followed was methodical savage. Bonin beat him, bound him, tortured him, and sodomized him. And when he was finished, when Donald Ray Hayden had suffered everything a human being could suffer, Bonin wrapped his hands around the young boy's throat and squeezed it until there was nothing left. What Butts did afterwards is almost unspeakable. No, it's not almost unspeakable. It's totally unspeakable, and I need a drink of water before I say it. It might be unspeakable, but I feel you guys, you need to hear this because I'm going to tell it to you. Because it's crucial. We all know exactly what kind of evil we're dealing with. Vernon Butts sucked on the dick of 15-year-old Donald's corpse. You heard me. He sucked on a dead 15-year-old's penis. Miley confirmed this sick shit during one of our visits. They dumped little Donald's body at a construction site near the Ventura Freeway. I've been there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hours later, someone found his brutally beaten young corpse. The coroner's findings were among the most disturbing of the entire case. The damage of Donald's anal cavity suggested he had been impaled by a very, very large object. He was 15 years old. And William Bonin, the man who should have been sitting in a jail cell, the man the system had already failed to stop, was back out on those fucking freeways, driving, hunting. He was always hunting, waiting for the next victim to show himself.
Tony, this is hard for me to talk about, but while Bonin was still out there hunting teenage boys, he shouldn't have been, but he was out there. A forensic psychologist by the name of Dr. Albert Rosenstein.
Here we go.
Quietly put
therapist,
together.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, therapist.
Yeah. Forensic psychologist. Big title, right? Big fucking title.
Big title, yeah.
He put together a profile quietly. I don't know why quietly. Fucking, there's corpses all over the freeway. Quietly put it together. Just listen to this shit. Intelligent. What was Bill Bonin's IQ?
A lot higher than fucking Greg Miley's.
121. Late 20s, early 30s. Billy B.
Billy B.
History of sexual offenses. Billy B. Time spent in a psychiatric facility. Anybody ever hear of Atascadero Mental Hospital?
Billy B has.
Yes, he has.
There was a lot of buttes that were in there.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
John Norman.
Yeah.
Gacy's buddy. Abused as a child. Billy B. Someone who had never made peace with his own homosexuality and was consumed by self-loathing because of it. Billy B.
Billy B.
Does this all sound familiar? This is fucking William Bonin down to the bone. Exactly. I mean, this profile nails it. They had the profile. They had the man sitting right in front of them, evaluated, diagnosed, documented how many fucking times, right? Over and over and over again. This guy comes out while he's killing. And what did they do? They just kept letting him fucking go. And it makes me sick.
And you think when all these kids were being raped and murdered and discarded on the freeways that they would have like
some kind of warning flags or signals going off?
investigated all the recent sex offenders that have been released in the area.
And let me ask you a question. Why did the guy do the profile? Because all the killings were going on, right? The Freeway killer was out there.
Yeah. The trash bag killer was out there.
Yeah, but he quietly did that profile. Didn't want to upset anybody.
You're really on one today.
I
like
this guy
it, though.
makes me so sick.
You're good. You're lubing your throat. I like it. You know, Dan, William Bonin walked out of prison in 1978. He made himself one promise, and I'll say it again. We've already covered it many times. Never get caught again. So he started killing his victims instead. Loose ends tied. How'd you like that?
I like it.
Whew, I like it too. Loose ends tied. Witnesses eliminated. Problem solved. Sounds just like the mafia, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just how they handle business.
Yeah.
Except they're the first to roll on each other when they get a chance.
Yeah, that they are.
You know, there's no
scumbags.
Yeah, no code of honor. You know, they fucking roll. Jeez. Oh. You know what though? Except he did get caught again.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
He did get caught again. August 9th, 1979. He was caught molesting a 17-year-old boy. Parole violation. Open, shut. This should have been the end of the fucking William Bonin story.
How many times have we said that?
Time and time again. Like Gacy.
Yeah.
That piece of shit.
Same thing.
Uh-huh. It wasn't, though. It wasn't. A clerical error. That's it. That's all it took. Some paperwork screw up. And Billy B just walked right out the fucking door, laughing at these cocksuckers. You know he was laughing.
Oh, hell yeah, he was laughing.
I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I'm gonna walk. Yeah, I can just hear it. At least 21 boys and young men are dead. You hear me? They're fucking dead because of that mistake. 21 that we know of. Many investigators believe the real number is closer to 45. 45, Dad. 45.
Sick. Really sick.
Because someone didn't do their fucking job. I could see that happening nowadays, everybody. Because everywhere you go, employees are on their fucking cell phones, you know, and not doing their job. I see it at the supermarket. I see it in restaurants. I see it when I go shopping at the mall. Put your fucking cell phones down and do your fucking job, people. Just aggravates me.
I know.
You know, I'm trying to get help. And this bitch is sitting here. You know, put your fucking phone down and help me. You know?
I hear you.
The fucking system failed catastrophically, completely. And the victims of every single one of those families carry it like a weight on their chest. Every morning when they wake up, they carry it. Every fucking holiday, they carry it. Every birthday that comes and goes, they carry it. Every time they walk by their loved one's bedroom, and their bedroom is like frozen in time because they haven't touched anything, they carry it. The system was broken then, and unfortunately, guys, it's still broken now.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. I'm happy I made it through the show.
You did great.
Thanks.
You did great, man.
I'll take a good nap today.
No, I guess you will.
You did great, too.
Thank you. Thank you.
You really fucking showed up today.
I did?
You did.
Well,
You carried me.
come on. I don't think so.
You carried me.
I don't think so. I'm just so disgusted with this guy. You know what thing I like to point out? That kid Donald Hayden, that poor 17, he didn't need to die. You were 100% right. Bonin should have been in a cell, right? But the party man, he didn't say anything, did he? Oh, let me get my buddy and go. 2 weeks later, that young man was impaled on something that was so bad that the autopsy said it had to be very large. Think about that. Party man, if you're ever listening to us.
The party man.
That fucker.
Well, everyone, it's a wrap for today. Murder phoniacs. We love you guys. You know, we're going to be back next week in the studio because we missed last week.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to be back. Throwing it in your face. I hope you catch it. That's a wrap for today. Thanks, Dad.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too. You kicked ass.
So did you.
Thank you. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. And remember, always walk in the calm after the storm. And if the van pulls up next to you, don't fucking get in it.
Run.
And don't look back.